2, 1. Great job. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Movies I Watch podcast, where I finally made a movie review. Today, we're going to talk about the trilogy of A Quiet Place. Now, I was in a special case when I recently thought the third one. First thing I did was finally watch the first Quiet Place. And oh my God, I was like, yo, this is it right here. I don't really like horror movies like that, but I do like A Quiet Place. I saw it. I was like, John Krasinski, you done did it, my boy. You done did it. So you can believe I was excited to watch the third one. I didn't even see the second one before I decided to watch the third one. I ain't gonna lie, that's where I went wrong. So boom. Oh yeah, I'll be reviewing all three A Quiet Place. Alright? First things first, I'm going to rate them. The first one is the best one. The second one is the second best. The third is the third best. No cap. Now, I have a lot I want to get off my chest, bro. I'm pissed about a lot, but the movie's amazing. Alright, so I watched the first one. After seeing the first one, I was like, well, I don't need to see the second one in order to go see the third one, because technically the third one is the first one, right? I understood what happened in the first one. That's all I need to know to see the third one. I planned my day out, bro. I was like, I'm going to buy me a popcorn. I'm going to go see it. I went to see it, and for the first time in my life, I understood what people meant when they said it was mid. I never call a movie mid. I say why I liked it or didn't like it. This movie was mid. A Quiet Place, day one, was at best mid. Let's get into why. This movie was supposed to tell you, find out what really happened. But if you watch the second one, it's basically the intro to the second one, but just for the whole movie. A Quiet Place Part 2 starts with John Krasinski and his family. They're going to a baseball game. He goes to the market. Shit goes wrong. That's basically what happens in A Quiet Place Day 1. They're living in New York. Shit goes wrong. Shit flies in. And boom, everybody dying. That's literally it. Everybody starts dying, alright? The best part about A Quiet Place Day 1, however, was the cat. Which, by the way, if you go on Google right now and look up A Quiet Place Day 1 cast, the cat does not show up. The cat carried the movie. How you not going to put him part of the cast? Me, personally, if I'm that cat, I'm not letting that slide. The movie itself did not give us anything to understand or give us new information we did not know. Everything that was in A Quiet Place Day 1 is also everything you have seen in the last two movies. You learn nothing special. Now, the best part about A Quiet Place Day 1 is like it's a quiet place. You understand what you're in for. It's that big ass alien trying to kill people. There was a moment of suspense, maybe once or twice. It was like a 6 out of 10 at best, the movie. It wasn't a whole lot of scares. Lupita Nyong'o did her thing. She was good. Joseph Quinn was good. The cat carried. Now, the person who was wasted, I would say, is Jimon Hunsu. I'm 100% sure I'm getting his name wrong. His character was wasted. He didn't do much. There was nothing special happening in the whole movie. That was really it. This is where I feel like he missed the mark. All right, so they start falling out of the sky. They start killing people. We saw that in the second one in the intro. It was the same thing in the new one. And then what I really feel like they missed the mark is the third act. The third act is really where they really, really lost me. The third act started out well. They realized, oh shit, spoiler ahead. They realized these things can't swim. You know that from the second one. So they're like, hey, if we're going to the water, we're going to be all right. Cool. Some people make it onto the boat. And then that leaves Lupita Nyong'o and Joseph and the cat. She decides to sacrifice herself so the cat and homeboy can make it. Nothing wrong with that. Where I have a problem in that part is that she also could have made it. There is no way she couldn't have made it to the water. All she got to do is throw one stone to the other side. All the animals are going to run to the other side. She runs and jumps into the water. That would have been it. She would have been saved. But for the sake of the movie, she doesn't do it. She decides to sacrifice herself and die. I thought that was the dumbest shit I've ever seen in a third act in my life. She could have just said, "Hey man, I don't feel like surviving. Fuck this. I'm gonna just die." That would have been so much better, but it wasn't. She was like, "Take care of my cat, bitch. No, you go take care of your cat. Jump in that water." But nah, they didn't do that. They didn't do that at all. That movie was disappointing as hell. Let's go back. That's my review for A Quiet Place Day 1. It is not worth the time at the movie theaters, I would say. Actually, don't listen to me. Go watch it. Make your own opinion. I just didn't like it. I was like, why did I come? Why did I come? I would love a $30 refund. Hook me up. Hook me up. But when I came home, I decided to watch A Quiet Place Part 2. A Quiet Place Part 2 is much better. The only problem I have is the same problem I have with A Quiet Place Part 1. This is something I'm passionate about, and I'm going to die on this hill. That bitch Reagan has got to die. The daughter is one of the worst characters, not just in this movie, but one of the worst characters of all time. She does the most annoying shit, dog. She needs to die. If they make A Quiet Place Part 4 and I find out she's dying, I'm going to the theaters to watch it. I'm going to the theaters to watch it. Every time, dog. It's like her mind is like, what can I do to put everybody else in danger? Swear to you. Quiet Place Part 2 was an amazing movie. But also, this is my other pet peeve. I felt like the script was feeding her the right things to do. Like the way she found out, I think it's the first one, the way she found out that her ear thing is, could disrupt the animals. And she didn't put no effort in it. That shit was just, it felt like it was given to her in the script. I don't know how to explain it, other than the fact that it felt like the script gave it to her. I didn't, at no point was I like, oh my god, she's so smart. But she was just figuring shit out. But at no point was I like, oh wow, that's genius. I was like, what? How did you come up to that conclusion? A Quiet Place Part 2 was really good. Where they lost me was, again, the third act. The problem after A Quiet Place Part 1, removing that one, the problem with the rest is I feel like they run out of ideas. A Quiet Place Part 2, they decide to get on the boat and go to the island where the rest of the people are. But unfortunately, one of the aliens was on some random boat. When they get there, they tell one of the people, hey, we've been traveling from 2 days from shore to the boat. 2 days they were steering that boat to that specific location. But somehow, an alien in a boat that just stranded along itself just came to perfect shore of where they were. It didn't wander anywhere else in the water. It wandered just specifically to where they were at. That is what I call lazy ass writing. That shit, I was like, what? That it took me out of the whole movie. I could not get away from that. The movie is good. The movie was doing good. But that part, I'm not going to. It makes no sense. My brain would do a whole lot of things. My brain will entertain a whole lot of things. My brain will entertain the fact that the idea that aliens came out of the sky and is killing people just by hearing sounds. It will entertain that. But you telling me a boat just went to a specific island? It went 2 days. It just weaved itself to specifically the right place? Come on, son. What are we doing? They lost me. All right. A Quiet Place Part 2. They lost me at that part. And I understand that they don't have to feed us everything. We just need to use context clues. I didn't like the ending either. So they kill the thing. They kill one thing. Like the mom and the son, they kill one. Great. Reagan and Cillian Murphy, they killed the other one. Cool. But the mom and the son are still on land. getting them to the island is going to be damn near impossible. That's a whole movie within itself. They should have made that part 3. Cillian Murphy should have went and saved that. They should have just made that part 3. Forget day 1, because day 1 gave us no information, gave us nothing new. They should have just made that part 3. But nah, they're like, we're just going to end it here. We killed 2 aliens out of 10,000. Let's celebrate. This is the end. There's nothing more to tell. What do you mean there's nothing more to tell, John? Where your wife at? Where your son at? Where your newborn at? That's right, hiding in a basement. Your daughter and Emmett, they done made it. They done made it offshore. They're on the island drinking pina coladas. But no, let's end the movie right here. Forget the wife. It's not like she got a newborn baby to worry about, who cries every damn time. Who ain't nothing by the way since they were born. They just been thugging it out with some air and nothing but oxygen. See what I mean? Part 2 needed a better ending. Part 1 of things one is perfect. Part 1 is perfect. Part 1 is perfect. It's perfect writing. It's amazing. But that bitch Reagan needs to die, bro. Every time I saw her on screen, she was doing some dumbass shit. The only reason, matter of fact, I think the only reason I went to see A Quiet Place day 1 was because she was not in it. A Quiet Place part 2, bro, it starts, aliens attack. She's in a car. Her dad is trying to get them out. All of a sudden, she want to get out and run. Run to where? Nowhere. She just want to run. She just want to run next to the alien. Her dad could have died. It would have been her fault, bro. I would have came through the screen and killed her myself. Whoa, pause. That's insane. Yeah. A Quiet Place. I'm not a big horror fan, but I had a lot of fun. The way they used sound in A Quiet Place Part 1 to keep the suspense. Now, that's a horror movie to me. That's perfect. That's a scare. I like the jump scare. I don't like the jump scares where you can tell it's coming, where it's just quietness and then boom, it's fake stomp. All right? And the aliens, they look good. To me, the CGI was hitting. It was hitting. You know, it looked nice. Overall, A Quiet Place A Quiet Place has a really strong concept. Where I feel like it lacks is after A Quiet Place Part 1. You know, it seems like there is no more to build upon. And they have to make these weird scenarios to increase the stakes of fear and action happening. You know, that's what I feel like. I feel like they need fresh ideas. Because every time after A Quiet Place Part 1, it seems like they're hustling and buffling for a third act that's ultimately not going to suffice. Yep. So those are my thoughts on A Quiet Place trilogy. Overall, I give the trilogy a 7 out of 10. The concept is a 10 out of 10. And A Quiet Place Part 1 standalone is also a 10 out of 10. Minus that girl Reagan. She could die. They could have left her out. I would have been so happy. That was a short ass review. You know, one of the reasons I wanted to do this specific review was because of how much I wanted to talk about how much I hate Reagan. The most annoying character on earth right now. To me. I don't even like that movie made me not even like the actress. Anytime I see her in a new movie, I'ma just walk away. Because I'm going to remember her from A Quiet Place. I'm be like, I remember your annoying ass. It's a true story. Cap. But you get what I mean. You get my frustration, man. I'm going to stop it right here. I'm going to thank you for clicking and watching. All right. If there's a movie you'd like to discuss, I want to discuss all the movies. Comment them down below. Let's talk about them. Matter of fact, I got a question. Who's your least favorite character in a movie? Let's go ahead and name worst character for worst character right now. Name a character the most annoying character in a movie. For me, I'm gonna go with that bitch Reagan from A Quiet Place. Yep. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.